Very nice. That's part of a project life. It's definitely coming together slowly but surely. I'm sure it's never gonna rust again, you bastardo. This moment, I've been waiting for a long time.
Let me hold it for you.
Wait a minute. About that. Look what I'm walking through. Oh.
Oh. Oh, easy, mate. That's very. That's very, mate.
But they screwed on other stuff. It's just the very
Is that one here?
a bit sketchy.
That's it.
You want to like that?
Yeah.
Ready? I'm holding it. Go down.
Okay.
Wait. Hold that this way.
Let me pass it to Guy now. Let go.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah?
We have it.
That's it.
Free spider with everyone. It's been a while, guys. I missed you so much. Wait a second. Why it's so dark in here? That's better, isn't it? Finally, we have some decent lighting, which I always struggled in previous videos, previous workshops, you name it, but I always struggle with the lighting. Although this is not finished. So you haven't seen me for 3 months. Yes, it's been a while, but there is a reason behind it. Look upstairs. See this? Eventually I'll make one big video on the workshop, but we have a half decent second floor, and believe it or not, upstairs, well, there's loads of other stuff, but down there, up there, literally there is a 2 Mercs upstairs. So this is a storage for 5 cars. But this video is not about that. This video is getting dedicated to the B12. So as I said, workshop-wise, you'll see eventually one big video when everything's more or less finished. But now let's focus on my lovely B12. Anyway, as you see in the very beginning, we done another massive step forward, which is side stickers. I know in the very beginning I thought I'm not gonna do the side stickers because from factory didn't came with, but I thought, well, it's not Alpina without decals on the side, so I made a decision. But this time, OEM. Like OEM, I mean, when I bought this car, it used to have a thick yellow ones, which kind of was all right, but didn't seem to be all right. Now we have a thin and a silver one, which is supposed to be. Voila! Look at the prestige job Johnny done. Yes, his name was Johnny, based Manchester way. Funny enough, how we met is through basically social media. He saw some of my videos chatting about, I've done some work to his M3, and here we are. Like, he puts stickers on my B12. Like the social media, the YouTube, whatever, all that kind of stuff, you can meet so much good people. Anyway, so yeah, this is obviously the samples he was using out of Google, I guess. This one particular one has a goldish type, but I prefer the silver one because I guess that's more of a original side. I don't know, you leave the comment below. What do you think? Gold, silver, thicker lines, thinner lines? I prefer this, like it's more of a sort of classic style as should be from factory, because that's my aim as from factory. But I know I said in the beginning no stickers, but it's just that bit cherry on top, you must admit. If not, leave the comment below. Anyway, that's that. Only thing which we haven't done is the back boot strip, because come here, I'll show you. It's actually missing. It's not painted yet, so I gave it to get it resprayed, and well, I can put it on myself eventually, because them stripes which is over here, they align with the rear lights, these lines down there, so it should be easy enough for me just to put a sticker on. So that's that. And now we're gonna get it on the ramp and finally we'll do some work underneath, because maybe not in this episode, but it's not moving from the ramp off until it's actually on the wheels. That's it, that's my plan. It stays on the ramp, nothing else. I got a second ramp. This is the actually main reason why I installed the second ramp. It was sort of dedicated for my long-term project. So here we are, let's crack on. Righty then, we need to put it on the ramp, but before we put it on the ramp, we need the 4 jacking pads, so let's go outside and get them. A rust bucket comes from Scotland. This needs to be scrapped. Right, we need a pre-facelift one, because the facelift ones is a square ones, but the pre-facelift is a round ones, it's like a pad type. So, no, today I guess we can try this one. Yep, seems to be decent. That's one, another one. Fourth one. This is the first time she's getting on the ramp actually. Last time I think it was, well yeah, in previous unit, 2021 I think. Oh, time flies. Oh, silly me. Yeah, the wiring is not 100% sorted yet in this unit. Trip hazard coming in. All the way up. Let's double check. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Oh, it's a bit dodgy. Lifting. Should be fine. Alrighty then. I'm underneath. Oh dear. Where do I start? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, a few bits needs adjusting. I don't think this car ever gonna rust again. Like amount of protection it has, mental. Well, here is my creation. What have I made that day, that time? Because ideally what I need to, I'm gonna keep it for my scrap cars to, well, scrap E38s to roll around. All I need to do actually to be sort of more stable, weld another bar with the mounting so it doesn't have that movement. Apart from that, it was cool, yeah, done the job. Bloody hell, that's a bit heavy. Oh no, too weak. So these are the pipes which originally was on the car. I've decided to keep them because they've been replaced and they all are solid and basically up to date. Well, at least most of them. It's just finding out where everything goes. Oh my god. Righty then, let's put these pipes on. These probably not the prettiest pipes, but they're all solid, they're all good. But what I'm saying is I want to put it back. Maybe later on I'll either clean one by one or, well, replace one by one because I want it absolutely mint. But for now, these gonna go on. And you can see, for example, the middle one is being changed at some point. I don't like the bends, but I have to re-bend it nicely. But that's gonna come later on. So, as far as I know, this went somewhere here. Looks shit. I need to get a pipe bender. I want to bend it nicely. Whoever bended it in the past should be ashamed. So as you can see, I've already installed some of the pipes, but actually it's quite challenging because I'm trying to do as OEM possible, so it's no kings, basically looks nice as from factory, but it's quite hard. Still to do the self-leveling pipes here, this section down there, which for some reason just doesn't really want to work out. the plastic threads a bit snapped, so I had to sort of put a seal on it, wait till that dries up, and obviously finish that side, and then get a fuel tank ready, and then subframe. I've used this, well, I'm using various tools. So this is basically a brake pipe bender. It's sort of a bit better than I bought previously. I bought this one as well, but this one you can't really get into tight spaces, so I've used that one, but still, even then it's not 100%, so I'm just trying my best wherever I can. Well, for example, that corner down there, it's too kinked up, so I don't know, I might just need to replace the pipe again. So yeah, that's that part, but while this seal dries up, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try to sort the fuel tank out. So here's the fuel tank, 95-liter tank. It's been, I can't remember from which car I took it off. Obviously it was 750, but I knew will need that because the original tank on that was scrap, so I kept this for good reason. So what we're gonna do now is clean areas like these, and then we're gonna apply basically like a Gravitex, so in the future nothing like that appears. And then we're gonna strip these self-leveling shocks. As you can see, this one snapped spring. Also kept these for a reason, because I want to put a B12 back to original suspension, because it had the B12 shocks, self-leveling suspension delete, but as I said, I want to put it back to stock. So these been replaced at some point, and they are quite expensive if you want to buy them brand new. I think 400 or 500 each, not sure, but what I probably will need to do is buy a new these bump stops down there, as you can see. So yeah, but first let's sort the fuel tank out, and then I guess then we could install it. Right, the fuel tank is done. Let me show you on the light. So this is what I'm talking about. Gravitex is probably one of my favorite ones. It's basically like it is stone chip, but the difference between that one, it dries quick and it basically acts like a rubber. So yeah, I've cleaned as much as I could the rust spots. Probably it might appear maybe after a couple of years from inside, but well, it's not a brand new tank, so if it lasts, let's say 10 years plus or whatever, I'll be happy with it, as you can see. So that's all gonna dry up, probably gonna look like basically that color, like matte black. So yeah, that's probably gonna take a couple hours. So this is the stuff I was talking about. Gravitex I think quite popular. I've tried other stone chip types and it just dries for ages, so this is my favorite one. So yeah, that's that. Ordered, well, funny enough, the spring pads is back order, but I did manage to find it online, so I have to wait on that. So meanwhile I could strip these, because as you can see, one spring is broken, and then yeah, I think then we'll see what else we could do on this one. Let's get these off. don't think that's gonna work, but let's try. I told you. Yep. Oh. Should I use the spring compressor? Nah. I like when it flies. It'll be fine. I've done it before. Told you. Alright, we ordered this brand new, including a bump stop. And this one we're gonna reuse, the dust. The main thing is a spring pad. That's an issue. Back order, but I found one online. So they usually crack there. So this is crap anyway. I just might give it a quick clean and that's about it. I wish I knew all the parts I need for this build, but once you start assembling it, that's when usually you find out, oh, you need this, you need that. And this is the prime example. I thought, okay, I'm gonna install the shocks. Oh, okay, we need a spring pad. That's it. Order, rang the BMW out of stock, and basically end up waiting and waiting. But that's part of a project life. What you can do. Right, is that? How's the top mounts? Top mounts usually good. I mean, very slight cracks, but nothing major. I might find another example somewhere in the upstairs if I have any spare ones, but even these are alright. So main thing is bump stops and the spring pads. That's the main stuff I need. And obviously clean this rust a bit. Oh dear. So as you know, this is a self-leveling shocks. Power steering fluid goes in, and you got a valve at the back of the subframe. Basically, that controls your dampness. When you press SCDC, sends a signal. It gets more stiffer. It's actually a cool feature when it works, but shocks are quite expensive. That's why people usually choose SLS delete. Right, this is all good. Just gonna later on give it a clean. I just try and do this pipe as well. That's another issue. I need these pipes, but one 750 outside has one side brand new pipe, other one so. So we might pick and choose what's the best. Oh, thank God, sometimes these don't come off whatsoever. Well, or other issue is he keeps spinning with the pipe itself, so I end up damaging the pipe, and obviously then you find yourself buying a new pipe. So this is a prime example. I might just bend off. Oh shit. Right. As I said, this been replaced at some point, so these are quite good. Well, near enough brand new. I just need to sort out the springs. So as you can see, Gravitex is all dried up and the tank is ready to be installed. It's basically like a rubber coating. I like it. Basically you rust treated it and then apply that the Gravitex on top, and it should last you for years as long as it's not rotten through. So let's install it. Alrighty, let's get this in. It only goes one way, so you can't mix this up. Pretty sure it was this way. That's clipped in. That's it. Not keen on that pipe, so I'm gonna replace it. Right, before we install the fuel tank, as you can see, we got copper pipes because I did actually really struggle with the original steel ones. They were already sort of replaced in the past, but I took them off, but they all bent, kinked, and I genuinely struggled in this area down there. So I thought, you know what, like I spent half a day trying to adjust it here and there, but didn't work out. So I thought, I'm just gonna go for copper ones. So excuse me, I know there is not many enthusiasts for the copper pipes, but hey, well, what you can do. Obviously the brake pipes, all fuel pipes, they are steel, should be, but it's just self-leveling pipes will be from copper. Anyway, let's get this tank installed. So everything is there, all the rubber pads. Oh, before I forget, there is these bits which goes on the tank. Well, not like you need them, but if they were there before, they must stay there. Right, yeah, we got the pads, we got all the pipes, everything is ready for the fuel tank to go in. I'm sure I'm not missing any bunk or nothing, so obviously afterwards we can access the subframe, no problem. So yeah, that's it. Let's get this thing installed. Oh, should be other way around, silly me. All I have to do is connect these breather pipes before it goes on, which is usually a pain in the butt. I told you this is not a fun job. Get in flat. Okay. Okay, second pipe is on. Just this side breather. Yes. Right, that's in. Now she can go on top. Connect the plugs. Can you imagine? We got a fuel tank in. it's definitely coming together slowly but surely. The straps are powder coated, so never gonna rust again. And it's done. Oh, it's all black underneath. Anyway, I'm sure it's never gonna rust again, you bastardo. Next step, subframe, but not the back one, the front one, because I'm afraid it might just tilt over if I'm gonna install the back subframe. Although, I removed the diff for another refurb, if that makes sense, because I did cleaned it, sort of refurbed it 2 years ago, but it was like, just get the rust off, paint it. Although I didn't sandblast it, I just used the wire wheel, and it just started to rust again. So I completely stripped it, sits in there. Basically, we'll need to shot blast it and powder coat it, but that's gonna come afterwards. So yeah, we're gonna install the rear subframe and the front subframe. But as I said, front subframe, I'm afraid it might tilt over because we got too much weight at the back. So yeah, let's put on the front subframe, and then we can also add suspension components if we need to. So we got zinc plated subframe bolts and many other nuts and bolts for, I can't even remember for what. Anyway, as far as I know, this section is for the front subframe. So you got 2 front, 2 middle, 2 back, and that's for like a L-shaped plate. So that's that. So yeah, let's get this installed as far as I remember. A bit of grease to every single one. Still has sand in it for some reason. Hey, come on. So, operator, give me 1 bolt. That should hold for now. I'll have to take the subframe off anyway, because we still don't have the engine, because I'm putting the engine with the subframe. So the main goal obviously is to do everything else apart from the engine. Very nice. Very nice. Click. Click. Just blasted these alley cups. So we got the exhaust hangers, one side, more at the back, and the alley at the front. And then we had zinc plated bolts to go through. Let's get it. I usually lift it on the diff, but because the diff is actually missing on this subframe, I'm doing this way. this moment. I've been waiting for a long time. This is just a one part of 100 at least. But you're probably gonna ask why I didn't put it all together. Well, not all of the parts are 100% ready. There is a few adjustments I wanna make, I'll tell you a bit later. But at least it's out of the way and I can easily access pretty much everything once it's on the car. So it's just one less job actually to do afterwards. So you just look at that, nicely freshly powder coated, all zinc plated bolts, everything is stunning. All right, this is just a temporary setup. Well, no, I'm not even tightening these bolts up because, as I said, I just wanted things out of my way. When the hub is on, when the spring with shock is on, then pre-tension everything, then tighten it up. Currently, it's just there it was supposed to be. That's the bolt where it's supposed to be. So that's that. These alley ones comes with the camber adjustment bolts, but for some reason I don't have a one washer with a nut, so I have to eventually zinc plate for other side. So I only got the bolt itself. I don't know, I gave so many bolts at the time and I would say half of them didn't even came back. But hey, I bought myself a zinc plating kit and I'll tell you later what's my plan. All right, that's for now. That's it for now. Just put a bolt in for now. Something shiny. Click, click. Click, click. Click, click. Click, click. Right. I'm telling you, always get stuck on something. As I said, when I zinc plated many bolts, half of them didn't even came back. And now I just realized, because literally nearly half of it's missing. Anyway, here we got the suspension, yeah? And, well, first of all, I want to dismantle the front shocks, because as you see, the back one's already dismantled. I just want to shot blast all these rusty bits and powder coat them freshly. Remember I told you the spring pad is no longer available, but I found it online, but turns out it's not in stock, so they canceled my order. I found one used one I had somewhere. Even then it's slight cracks there, and I need to source another one, so that's an issue. What else? And yeah, I'm just realizing what I'm actually missing. Because as you know, I've moved and moved stuff everywhere. and now is even harder to put this back together. But I'll manage. I just need to start one bit by bit. I can't really proceed this video anymore because, as I said, there is things that's stopping me because I don't have literally what I'm supposed to have on the table. So the bit I wanted to tell you is I need your opinion on that. Basically, give me a sec. So I have this complete hub already done 2 years ago. So freshly powder coated hub, new bearing, new dust plate, and well, L-shape arm, new rose bush, and etc. I was thinking I got myself a zinc plating kit, but I haven't used it. I've never done it before, so I need a bit of more practice. And I was thinking if I'll get the, let's say, 10-liter tub, as long as hubs fits in, what do you say if I would zinc plate this instead of black powder coat? Because I know it's nothing special whatsoever, but I think once this is zinc plated, it looks even more epic. And I'm sure I can find a use for another car, this one, so it's not wasted anyway. So leave the comment below, what do you think about all 4 hubs to be zinc plated? If yes, I might do it in the next episode or episode after. We'll see. I'll see how's what people saying about that. So that's my idea. Because what I was inspired about, I've seen random videos somewhere in web. So one guy in Poland, he literally, whatever he could fit in the tub, he zinc plated everything. Hubs, suspension arms, you name it, you know, and it looked like, well, he did. I haven't seen the finished product on the car, but it looked epic on the actual table itself. So it's a lot of work. It's obviously whatever you can prep, that's the way you finish you'll get. But that's that. So leave the comment below, what do you think 4 hubs to be zinc plated? So as I said, I'm a bit stuck at the moment. Need to source some parts, need to do another sandblasting here and there. So hopefully you enjoyed this episode so far. We definitely getting there slowly but surely. Because look, we got a subframe on, a couple bolts here and there. I know loads of stuff is missing, but come on, it's not leaving the ramp until it's on the wheels. That's the goal. And once it's on the wheels, I can actually roll it here and there, do the interior stuff. So, what I got myself into. And it's getting cold outside. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you next time. Love you. Take care.